Hey, folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. This video for Tuesday, June 5th, 2012 is sponsored by Realtic. All right, guys, let's get right into the mix. The markets are slightly positive today. We are seeing a float up on extremely light volume. Many people might say, well, it's Tuesday. Why is the volume so light? It's not like it's a Monday or a Friday. And the answer is simple. We are waiting for a major ECB meeting tomorrow. And once we get word from that ECB meeting, we should get a clearer sense about where this market is going. Is there going to be any news out of the ECB meeting? Are they going to start bailing out some banks? How are they going to handle all this? That information we should get very, very soon. At least the market hopes to get it. And a couple things are telling me there's a chance that we will get something from the ECB. Number one is the fact that the financial stocks are having a very good day today. The financial stocks have been the stocks that have dragged this down the most. They've been the ones falling. If you look at the daily JP Morgan chart, I mean, look at this chart, guys. I mean, it's about as ugly a chart as you can get. But today, if you look on the daily chart and zoom in, that is a clear reversal candle. Technically speaking, that is a reversal candle, should be monitored as such. In addition, intraday, you can see again the stock took off from basically a small negative and ran up and is consolidating nicely. If we look at the 60-minute, there's a beautiful in spirit of bull flag pattern here as well. Green candle, 1, 2, 3, 4 consolidation bars. So there are some positive signs on the financials right now. And even if we flip over to Goldman Sachs, generally, if we go to the intraday chart, you can see Goldman is up as well. Here's your Goldman chart. It's consolidating again, is here. Daily chart has been hammered and a little bit of a reversal candle. JP Morgan chart, by the way, looks the best of all of them. Best reversal candle on them. Here, a reversal candle as well, but a little bit more of a minor one. Only halfway up or two-thirds up on the previous red candle down. All right, so that's what we have going on, folks. And again, seeing that makes me think that there is a possibility that we do get some sort of news. In the very least, the market's expecting something. If something does not come out of the ECB of significance, you will see this market drop tomorrow as well. If we do get any sort of decent news, you could be looking at a 200, 300 point up day in the market. So, I mean, there's like a lot of different possibilities here. Really is a lot of different possibilities. Okay? Next up, let's go back to a couple different charts here. Let's go back to Apple's chart. Now, Apple had a good day yesterday, and today it's taking a little bit of a breather. So, again, a little bit of a pause day today on Apple. Yesterday, again, look at here, it was selling sharply and then reversed to close up. Today, it's kind of just consolidating that move. This is bullish consolidation, though, off of this up move, folks. So, please be aware of that. It is technically bullish setup. At least the setup itself is bullish, possibly going into tomorrow. A lot of charts are looking like a possible rally tomorrow. Whether or not it comes through is up in the air. I'd give it about a 70% chance versus a 30% chance of falling. And again, it's going to be on the back of the ECB. The reversal candles on the financials are powerful. Obviously, the bullish consolidation on Apple is also very solid. These are all keys that we have to analyze and decide if it's worth a long or a short play going into that, and then ultimately take the position based off of our analysis. And by the way, folks, we are here. We have live trades out there for Research Center members. The website is inthemoneystocks.com. And again, you want to take the 7-day free trial to the Research Center or the Intraday Stock Chat. Research Center is geared towards swing traders and investors, while the Intraday Stock Chat is obviously geared towards more day traders and swing traders. All right. Now, again, let's go back to some key charts here. I want to see a little bit more on what's moving today. As I scan through, we're looking at Exxon Mobil. Exxon is down again today, but Exxon's getting very, very close to a key support level. I have a very, very important support level on Exxon right down here. You can see it's almost into that level. So I'll be monitoring that level on Exxon very closely. Any sort of bounce on Exxon, you'd probably trade back up into this range, all the way back up to about 81 from 77. Pretty nice bounce there, actually. Chevron today is also a little bit weaker. Now, why are Chevron and Exxon weak? Well, essentially because we're seeing the oil trade really not responding today. So yesterday we had a little bit of a bounce on oil. Today it's more of a pause day, a little pullback on oil today. And again, that's putting a little pressure on the oil stocks out there. Obviously, global slowdown is bad for oil demand, and that's why oil has fallen as much as it has. If we go to the USO is down 2 pennies right now on the day. But again, if you just look at the drop it's had recently, I mean, this is a cataclysmic collapse on the USO, which is the oil ETF. Okay? Let's scan through a couple other things. How's gold doing today? Gold is trading down 31 cents on the GLD. And again, this is the ETF that tracks gold. One thing to note here, folks, big move up. This is bullish consolidation beginning here on gold. So again, bullish consolidation on gold, something to keep an eye on. SLV is next. SLV is up about 24 cents, but notice this green trend line, very important trend line. We keep on kind of coming up there, hitting it and pulling back, going up, hitting, pulling back, going up again, pulling back. Today we're inching back towards that level, so that's going to be a big level to watch there on the charts. If we can get above it, we could really blast off a little bit higher. That would coincide with a market rally. Obviously, silver is mostly, or at least half industrial, as well as precious metal. So the industrial portion is really why silver has taken the big hit it has recently. Okay? You do have a longer term in spirit of bearish pattern, but short term, it's above the 20 moving average now. And if it gets above this green line, it could run up to at least this pivot high right here. And maybe even higher. This pivot high would be around the 28.15 level on the charts. Okay? Let's scan through a couple other key stocks out there. What else is moving? We talked about JP Morgan. JP Morgan remains just underneath the 32 even number. Again, beautiful reversal candle here. Volume is definitely on the lighter side, which is usually that's not a good thing. You want to see heavier volume, but nonetheless, we will see again where JP Morgan closes the day. All right, scanning through my other charts here. Let's see what else we have going on. Amazon's trading down $1.75. Microsoft's flat. IBM is trading up 81 cents. Let's take a look at IBM. IBM closed below the 200 yesterday, but it did not confirm. You have to close below the breakdown candle right here below the 200 to confirm, and obviously today we're trading back above the 200, so it doesn't look like we'll confirm a breakdown on IBM, which could also signal a possible bounce on that stock. Looking at some more powerful stocks, what's performing well aside from financials today, which are leading the market? First Solar, you got to give credit to First Solar. 2 days in a row now, it's performed very well. Yesterday was up about 50 cents. Today up about 40 cents. That's about $1 gain in just the last 2 days on this $12 stock. That's a nice move there. Very, very solid move on that stock. Okay. Another stock to pay attention to here is Facebook, guys. Now, why am I somewhat interested in Facebook today as a possible day trade? Really not really interested in a swing trade at this stage, not yet. But one thing to watch here is you want to follow this trend line, which was the pivot low from yesterday. Notice how Facebook continues to hammer on this line, which is also the 20 moving average. This afternoon, if you come across this level and close above the 20 in this trend line, pivot low from yesterday, you could be in a position to actually see a pretty solid rally in Facebook shares into the late day session. If it doesn't get above there, there's a bear flag here and it will fall lower. So it's really just watching to see which direction that's going to go at this stage of the game. And again, that's what I'm kind of keeping tabs on right now. Quite something, to be honest. Very interesting chart here. Again, bearish pattern, but the bearish pattern could fail with a close above the 20 here, which is right around the 2650. You'd have to close above 2650 to do that. And right now, again, it's not there, so you don't look at it as a bullish play. Right now, it's bearish unless it does that, okay? Again, JP Morgan continues to kind of inch back up towards that even number of 32. The high of the day was 32.13. Nice move there. And let's take a look at Zynga. Zynga's an interesting play for me as well. Zynga kind of has reversed off its lows and is actually making a little choppy bullish consolidation here. Daily chart is oversold, but unless Facebook bounces, you probably don't get a move up of substantial nature in Zynga. Zynga was trading up a little bit in the afternoon session here, but it's come back in just a few pennies. Definitely something to watch, though. I do happen to keep my eye on that one because a lot of times the way I'll trade it, folks, is if Facebook starts to run, I'm not going to chase Facebook. But if I look at Zynga, it will lag by about 10 seconds, and you can jump on board in Zynga and catch the move up in sympathy to Facebook. So just a little bit of a side note there for those of you that are interested in trading style. All right, let's go back to the SPY and see what's going on here. Markets, again, are up about 80 cents on the SPY. Good bounce. We're kind of just pausing here right around the highs of the day. The high of the day trend line is right here, which, again, you seem to be hammering on. Question is, do we float above that into the end of the day? That's something I'll be watching. Again, folks, 7-day free trial to the Research Center, which is geared towards swing traders and investors. And if you're a day trader or if you want to get more into swing trading and day trading, the intraday stock chat is for you. There's also a 7-day free trial. The website is inthemoneystocks.com, and I encourage you to come, join, and start profiting with the pros. We will teach you how to read the charts to where you're on the right side of the trade 9 out of 10 times. All right, that's what we can do here for you. All we ask is an open mind to learn, and we'll also give you swing trade alerts. When I enter swing trades, I give it to you, and so forth. All right? Keep an eye on that Facebook this afternoon, guys. Again, a close above 2650 probably sets it free on the upside for a nice little pop. If it doesn't, it could go a little bit lower, bear flag, but ultimately a failure of that flag would give a big squeeze on it, in my opinion. Have a great afternoon, great evening. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com, and take care.